Hi guys, welcome back to Alamat Haunted Philippines, where we talk about supposedly haunted places in the Philippines. For this week, let's talk about another place where a lot of soldiers and Filipinos perished within its walls. This week's haunted place is called Fort Santiago. In the middle of the capital of the Philippines, and in the middle of Intramuros, Fort Santiago can be found. This fort was built back in 1571, and it was a citadel made by the Spanish navigator and governor Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. The Spaniards forced the locals to carry supplies from different parts of the Philippines just to build the structures. But after it was built, no Filipinos were permitted to live inside the fort. The name Fort Santiago came from St. James, which is Santiago in Spanish, as he is the patron saint of Spain. Fort Santiago was built as a military encampment to control and manage the locals in the country. They built high walls all around Intramuros that separated the encampment where the Spaniards lived from the Filipinos and the Chinese around Manila. The Spaniards at the time were paranoid that locals would organize attacks on them. That's why they added more cannons by the walls of Intramuros that faced the different areas of Manila. At that time, whoever held the keys to Fort Santiago held the reins of the whole Philippines. During the Revolution of 1896, a lot of torture and meaningless deaths happened within the walls of Fort Santiago. There were reports of beatings, strangulations via garrote, eyes being plucked out, feet being burned, and people thrown into the dungeon, which was full of rotting water and infested with rats and snakes. The dungeon was also used by the Japanese as a torture chamber when they invaded the Philippines during World War II. Jose Rizal, who is the national hero of the Philippines, was held captive within Fort Santiago in 1896 for 2 months and later was executed by gunshot. A museum for Jose Rizal now stands within the fort where people can learn more about the hero. With the dark and heavy history behind this encampment, it's not surprising that a lot of people would report strange sightings and strange experiences when they were touring inside the fort. Some people reported seeing the spirit of Jose Rizal walking around the fort near wherever he was executed. Some also said that they would hear his voice or his footsteps along the path that he took to get to his execution site. Some tourists mentioned that they would feel sudden cold spots near the dungeon. They also mentioned that they would hear disembodied voices all around them and they would hear screams of pain from within the darker parts of the fort. Some locals would often say that when they would walk through the fort, they would feel like someone or something would touch them and pull on their things. But when they looked, there would be no one there. Nowadays, Fort Santiago is a tourist spot within Manila. Locals and foreigners alike go around Intramuros and go around the fort just to see the stone walls and the stone structures that are filled with blood and history. What do you guys think about our haunted place this week? I believe I added more history for this one, as I have visited this place a lot of times before. Fort Santiago is open daily for visitors. A small entrance fee is charged for the entry, and there would be no tour guides included with the charge, which helps you go around at your own pace. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel to your friends and family. Thank you guys and see you in the next one.